Welcome back, ladies and gents, to Protatomonster's Top Plays Teamwork Edition. Without further ado, let's move into our first play of the episode as we started off with the enemy team taking down the tower, but backup has arrived. Lee Sin moves in to help Vayne get away and then singles out Mord as he lands his Q and then finishes him off shortly after. With the enemy team on the run, they continue to chase as we see him move away from the creeps to try and line up a Sonic Wave, but he ends up moving in to land the slow from his E while baiting out the hook. The enemy Sivir starts to turn around, so he kicks Renekton back to his team to secure the kill and then goes for it all with a flash Q onto Sivir. Right as he gets knocked up, he lands the slow and blitz, and now we see Zilean put a bomb over his head as he lands the Sonic Wave, delivering the bomb straight to the enemy bot lane to put his team in a powerful position at the cost of his life. In the play that we just watched, Lee Sin had all the momentum going into that fight, but now we're going to reverse that in this next play as we follow Lissandra, who thought she could get in some free damage onto Sona, but is caught off guard by Ez and Cat, who were right around the corner. They immediately jump right in, bursting her down as she roots Cat and then preemptively flashes the Mystic Shot. Ez then winds up his ultimate, forcing her to Zhonya's it, and at this point, many people would accept their fate, but she decides to stall even longer with her ultimate, buying time for her teammates to come in, and then she quickly roots all three before going down, which in turn sets up a few things. Thresh lands a guaranteed hook on Ez as Caitlyn brings Katarina nice and low, forcing her to shampoo out to Sona, but now she has no more jumps. This allows Thresh to flay Sona away from Katarina to allow Ace in the hole to finish her off with no chance of denial. Ez goes down right after, and at this point, blue team has come out well ahead off of this turnaround play. Lissandra knew her death was inevitable, but she made the absolute best out of the situation, and through her stalling, she set off a chain reaction that paid off handsomely. And for the last play of this episode, we're actually going to split it up between two plays that both happen in the same game just a few minutes apart. In the beginning of the first play, we see that red team is behind a tremendous amount of gold, and since the enemy Jinx has most of that lead, killing her is top priority. Both teams are now looking for a good opportunity to engage, and because red team has a crucial ward down, Lee Sin gets a Sonic Wave onto Teemo and decides to go all in. He somehow runs throughout the entire enemy team, ward jumping behind Jinx just to get a kickback to his team, sacrificing himself to put Jinx in a vulnerable position so that Zed and LeBlanc can burst her down low enough for the death mark to finish her off. The rest of the team fight is all over the place and there's no clear winner from this fight, but the important thing to note is that Lee Sin exchanged his life for the enemy ADCs, which is almost always worth it in any late game scenario, especially this one in which she has the most gold on her team. Now we're going to move over to the second part of this play as we see blue team looking to siege for that mid inhib, but now red team is better prepared and ready to fight. Lee Sin lands his Q and goes in as we freeze it. Lee Sin comes flying in onto Jinx, going straight into a ward jump behind her, allowing him to kick her straight back into his team and knock up multiple enemy players along the way. The friendly Sona then follows it up with a 4-man crescendo, further locking them down so that Zed, LeBlanc, and Ezreal can get off tons of damage on the helpless CC'd enemy team. Let's head back into the play to see the team fight unfold. We see the beautiful engaging kickback by Lee Sin, the follow-up crescendo, and then an explosion of damage to instantly pop 2 Guardian Angels on blue team. Sadly, Lee Sin wasn't able to escape with his life, but the sacrifice was well worth it the second time around, and this time the fight ends up with a very clear winner. Red team stomps this late game team fight and moves on to win the game off of this play, all thanks to Lee Sin, who willingly traded his life twice in a row to pull his team out of the gutter and turn things around for the win. Thanks everyone for watching, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, and all that info is obtainable in the description box down below. Also, don't forget to send in your teamwork-oriented plays to Protatomonster.com/upload for a chance to be in the next Top Plays Teamwork Edition.